one of the things that I can tell you is social media is an essential component for you to be able to succeed in your business. You don't have a choice. You don't get to say I'm old school. And you got to understand there are platforms that are social media like Facebook, like Instagram, and there are other platforms that are search media like LinkedIn and Pinterest. So you don't go to LinkedIn to socialize and go back and forth and comment about cat videos and family pictures. You go because you're looking for a job or you're looking for candidates or you're looking for a company, right? That's just usually the number one reason. Now, for those of you who are using LinkedIn and you're putting cat videos, just so you know, the algorithms changed today. I did a whole video about it, and you can check it out on my Instagram page, Ali Madawi Official. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is my hub. My Facebook is, and by the way, my personal Facebook page is my number one activity, my number one income producing activity spot, my number one money maker, my number one relationship creator. And I want to share this with you. By the way, we have a full plethora of, I believe, 12 videos in Facebook essentials course that you get to see a whole lot more than I want to show you right now. But I want to show you the very first 4 components, and I'm going to give you a ninja bonus for income producing activity that I think will make a huge, huge difference for yourself. So there are 4 main components that you need to understand to optimize your Facebook account to the best of your ability. And those 4 components are very obvious, yet we use them in a horrible, horrible way. The very first one is your cover image, which I'm going to talk to you about. That is the biggest real estate that you actually have. The second one is your profile picture, which again is the very first impression that people have about you. The third one is your bio, which is on the side, stating to the world enough about you. And then the last but not least is your timeline. And again, your timeline and newsfeed are 2 different things. Your newsfeed is where we all share our content and we all see each other's content. Your timeline is your home, is your actual wall, right? And I'm going to explain to you the logic and the philosophy, how you can maximize your visibility and, of course, look like a superhero. So let's go and talk about that cover image. So your cover image is the biggest real estate, and I believe the biggest opportunity that you have to showcase who you are. And what I mean by that, instead of taking a picture of your business card or a picture of the compensation plan or a logo or a product or whatever it may be, you should put something that gives me a sense of who you are, something meaningful. It could be a family picture. In my case, on my Facebook right now, as we speak, I have a picture with my son when we were in Bahamas, and actually we were in Jamaica, holding his hand, and we were just kind of zoned out in the ocean in front of us. And it says up top, "Dare to Dream," with my signature in the corner. Why is that something relevant? Because it gives somebody at very first glance an idea of what is most important to me. It is no cars, there's no clothing, no jewelry, none of that stuff. Family. Family values is the very first thing that matters to me. So if you are using Facebook, you need to make sure that it is something meaningful. Now, the second component that you would want to notice, and that is your profile image. Now, my profile image is genuinely me, my face with a smile, a professional headshot. Now, if you can get a photo shoot, great. If you are in New Jersey, the ME studios are located in Eatontown, New Jersey. We'd love to give you a full photo shoot. We have the studio, we have the cameras, we have the backdrops, we have it all. Just let us know and we got you. But if you don't have your face, first things first, you missed an opportunity of first impression. Make sure it's a presentable. Even if you take your cell phone and take a selfie, just make sure it's you with a smile. Change it once every now and then so you can actually ignite new reactions and new behavior. See, when you use LinkedIn, you don't have a problem using your profile picture. Why? Your own face. Why? I'll tell you why. Because you're like, well, this is a professional network. Well, why aren't you doing the same exact thing if you're a professional in another network? So I like to do that so I can give first impression. People want to feel your vibe, see your smile, feel your energy, if you will. So you definitely want to make sure that is done the proper way. Now, again, I'm giving you the 5,000-foot view. When it comes to your bio And feel free to visit my Facebook page, just simply Ali Madawi. And you will notice, and what I tell every single individual, your bio is not about being impressive, but rather about being relatable. What I mean by that is your bio is your resume. So if that information that you would put in a resume, whether it's personal, academic, or professional, you need to put it on your bio. Why is that? Because two reasons. Number one, when somebody is visiting or when you are suggested to other individuals, and because of that attractive profile picture that you have with your smile, they click and say, this person looks interesting. Let me look them up. And then they see your bio and they see the experience and the expertise and the history of work and the schools you've gone. Guess what goes through their mind? Wow, this is somebody I got to talk to. First impression established. Wow, look at all the work history. This is somebody with work ethic. Wow, look at their academic history. This is someone who has areas of expertise, and so on and so forth. And Facebook gives you so many different spaces that you can fill up certifications, hobbies, movies, sports, whatever you desire. Now, here's the second component why bio is extremely important, and you're going to appreciate this. See, Facebook takes the information from your bio and suggests you to like-minded bios or like-minded individuals that have the same exact content that you have. See, when you see that line that says suggested profiles, that's based on the information from your bio. You know that line that says you may also know these people? That's based on the stuff that you have on your bio. So if you are not filling up your bio, or your bio just has born in New York, New York, lives in New York, New York, you're going to be recommended to the worst of New York, New York. You're going to be suggested to the worst of New York, New York. And you wonder why you get creepers. So it's extremely important for you to utilize your bio to the best of your ability, the proper way. And of course, I know many of you say, but I don't want to say my personal information. I didn't say you should. What I said is, if it goes in your resume, if you would put it on Indeed, if I was to hire you for $1 million and I say I want the best resume about your academic history, about your professional and personal, what would you write in there? Whatever that is, put it on your Facebook. And by default, you will get better recommendations, and or you will be suggested to a better network. And that way you can increase the value and the quality of your network instead of just the numbers. Last but not least, and that is your timeline. Now, I have 3 individuals that can post on my timeline, and I hope you pay attention and you're taking notes to this, because these 3 individuals are the only individuals that you will ever see post. The very first one is me. The second one is myself. And the third one is I. Other than those 3 individuals, you can tag me, but you won't see it on my timeline. See, when somebody tags me, I don't remove the tag. I just hide it from my timeline. So that way, on the news feed, you can still see, you can comment, everybody can share. I can share it. I'm still tagged in it. But on my timeline, that's like me coming to your house and removing your pictures from your wall and hanging up mine. What are you going to say? Dude, like, it's my house, it's my comfort place, and I want to showcase my family pictures. I want to showcase my diplomas, my certificates, not yours, Ali, right? Well, it's the same thing virtually in here. Why? Because just like you, when you get a friend request or you see somebody, you start going through their timeline. And I don't want you, John Doe, whomever you may be that listening to this, as attractive as you are, or Jane Doe, as attractive as your profile is, to tag me on something, and that as hard as I work to get that one person to take a look at my profile, they're saying, who's this guy, Rich Tomes? They click, they forgot about me. Now they're scrolling through his content. So I just did all that work just to send them to somebody else. That's why it is important to protect your timeline by any means necessary. Now, here's a ninja bonus for you. For those of you who love to prospect, right? And this is something extremely, extremely important. If on the news feed, right, this is where we all share content. On the news feed, there is all of our content combined between all of us together. And it is organized in what we call a algorithmic format. What I mean by that, the order itself of Facebook is not based on who's posting when and where. It is based on what Facebook wants you and I to see. What does that mean? See, if you go right now into your news feed, you will notice that the very first post may be from 11 hours ago or 1 hour ago. The post after it, it may be from 3 minutes ago. The post after it from 16 hours ago. And it makes you wonder, Why is that? Why? What happened between 5 minutes ago and 1 day ago and 1 hour ago? Well, again, algorithms. Algorithms are essentially, let me show Ali what I think he should be looking at. Why? Because there's different behaviors that I've done based on what I clicked, based on what I watched, how long I've watched it for, based on who I talk to on Messenger. And all those things are going to create what my newsfeed looks like. Because if they can figure out, like a psychiatrist would, what I like and don't like, they're going to put it right in front of me or remove it from me so I can stay in the platform long enough so they can plug commercials in between. And that, by the way, is why there is such a thing as algorithms. That's why social media platforms make the money that they do make. Now, how do you bypass that? In other words, if I were right now to be prospecting, I would go, and usually is on the menu, either if you're using a cell phone or if you are on your desktop. Make sure you go on the left side or on the bottom, again, depending on what device you use, on the menu, and then you want to click on feeds. Now, that's Feeds. Why do you want to go to feeds? So these are the different feeds that you do have that are available. It's like categorizing the way you want to see the feed itself. And then you want to select friends. Again, whether you're doing this from the top, the bottom, or from your desktop, depending on the view that you have, you start with feeds and then you go to friends. Why is that? I just removed pages. I just removed groups. I just removed any other category than my friends. Now, you're still going to see some sponsor ads, but I minimized any other clutter of any other platform that I don't want to look at. Now, it also does something else, and that's something else which you're going to appreciate. It changes the order from algorithmic to chronological. Why is that good? See, now if I'm looking at my feed, friends, and it's chronological, the very first person that I see, it says posted 3 minutes ago. That means if I wanted to connect with this person, last week we talked about the different phases from connection all the way to sales. If I look at this individual 3 minutes ago, the average person uses social media 30 minutes at a time. So if this person just posted 3 minutes ago, what are the chances that he or she has a cell phone on their hand? And if I send that message on Messenger, they'll look at it right away just because they have a phone on their hand. The next person that would be following, and again, you'll still see some sponsor ads. The next person that you will see on that timeline or the feed that you generated, again, friends, and it becomes chronological 5 minutes ago, in my view. Again, what are the odds that that person with 5 minutes ago will be able to look at that notification 8 minutes ago, and so on and so forth? So when I'm doing income producing activities and when I'm trying to connect with people, I keep going until up to maybe 1 hour. Like once I start seeing posted an hour ago, that's when I know, all right, I'm going to stop this, take a break, go to another platform, do another income producing activity, work out, whatever my time is. And time block before you do this. This is a ninja bonus for you. And by the way, this is a game changer because there's nothing worse than you doing, quote unquote, the right thing on the wrong time or in the wrong way. You're wasting your time with everybody out there thinking, why is nobody answering me? Well, maybe because they posted 16 hours ago and their phone is far, far away from them and they're asleep and you just don't know that. So I hope this helped you out. We have a full academy. Again, I'm giving you a 3-day free trial. Just go to winwithali.com, click on the ME Academy, select your 3-day trial on our academy, and there is a full course for Facebook Essentials, plus 9 other courses right now available, plus 79 videos, weekly training, PR campaigns, digital resources, whatever you need and desire, we provided for you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I hope you are ready. Wantrepreneurs versus entrepreneurs. We'll be right back.